I have always asked myself whether African medical practitioners are actually trained to think about the emotions of people also because they are dealing with lives. I think they should also learn about emotions and some of the traumas that people can go through due to the work that they do. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are just seeing this face for the very first time, my name is BEFE'S. You're highly welcome to my channel. Growing up, I have this phobia, serious phobia for hospital, guys. If I enter into any hospital premises, I'll fall sick immediately. I start feeling down when I see people sick around. Some of the hospitals, the smell of the hospital very bad. Like, you know, that hospital smell now, that thing. And God has been so faithful. Even as I'm grown, I hardly fall sick and all that. So that has really helped me. But there was this experience I had no option than to go to the hospital, and that's why I've come today to discuss that thing with you, because that has even added to my trauma. Because so many years ago, it's maybe 2016, 2017, I had this hole in my. I was just there one day, and then some part of my tooth just removed. Toothache is one of the most painful things that can happen to you. I don't wish it even for my enemy. Then I was in Ghana. So I was schooling. I was alone. I was not with my family. So I remembered going back home and telling my family, and they had to take me to the hospital, Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital, and we went for scan and all of that. I want to say kudos to that particular student doctor that checked me that day. He knew I was really scared. So he was like talking to me even when we went for the scan where they have to put something in your mouth. He said, "Oh, it's cool, it's nice, it's not going to be painful, you know." If for any reason I have to go to the hospital, I love communicating with the doctor or the nurse that is working with me. I want to say that the person is friendly. I don't want to feel like the person wants to harm me. I want to feel like the person is friendly and the person truly wants to treat me. But when you are mean, you know, you're hard, your face is uptight and all of that, it even increases my phobia. They treated me so nice. So when the result came out, they said I needed to extract the tooth. Immediately I heard extract X what? Extraction? these people don't know who they are dealing with, because my mom had always told me a story of one of my aunties that extracted her tooth many years ago. I think that time there was no anesthesia. Am I getting that correctly? The injection that they do through someone to numb the person's body, you know, so the person doesn't feel the pain. I think that's anesthesia. Yeah. If I didn't get it correctly, I'm going to put the spelling on the screen. So yeah. So she said they didn't choke the person that time. I don't know if that time those things were not available. So my mom said she experienced when they were extracting that my auntie's tooth. Oh God, and it was so painful. She couldn't bear it. She had to leave. That was all that was in my mind. Like, am I going to experience that pain? Lord, I'm scared of common. See guys, I have serious phobia for injection. So I couldn't just imagine myself going through that pain. One thing led to another. I think I had to rush back to school. And then, mind you, I'm a Nigerian that schooled in Ghana then. So I don't like the way I'm doing this protective stuff. Let me get it back to the original way. So mind you, I was a student then in Ghana. So I had to go back. School had resumed, so I had to go back. So the day they fixed for the appointment, I couldn't go for the extraction. So the plan was that when I go back to Ghana, I'm going to extract the tooth. And I went back to Ghana. I was able to find 1 or 2 drugs, and then it subsided the pain. I wasn't feeling the pain. I was being very careful, and I was taking my oral hygiene very seriously. So I didn't really feel the pain again. So when I finished school in Ghana, I came back to Nigeria. Before I knew, that pain just came out of the blue. And this time around, it didn't come to joke. It didn't come to play with me. I had no, that was during lockdown. That was 2020, yes, during the lockdown era. So it wasn't even easy finding a dental clinic to go to, because some of the ones we saw were closed. They had time for opening and all of that. We had to look for a dentist to visit by all means. So I could remember my friend Otinos. Otinos, if you are watching this video, thank you so much. My friend Otinos drove me. We were just looking for clinics, and then he saw this particular one, and we went there, and we're supposed to extract the tooth that day. I remember when we were going to the dental clinic, I was just praying if a miracle could just happen and let me just get healed and all of that. But that was not the case. I had to face reality. I went inside, I registered everything. Some people were inside, people that came before me, they had to check, like handle them before me. Some people came for extraction, some people came for just checkup, some people came to, different reasons why people go to the dentist. I remember the particular lady that went in, I think they were extracting her tooth. I was just hearing, because the waiting room was not too far from, it's not far from where they're actually carrying out the operation, because that thing is operation. Then they were actually carrying out the extraction. So I remembered being in the waiting room, and I heard the lady's voice that was inside grooming. Guys, that sound alone, like, I don't know how I felt. Like, that sound alone messed me up. All the courage I had come with, I'm like, because of the pain, let me just do this once and for all. That sound alone messed with my brain. I just felt everybody could take pain more than me. So I was like, if this person could be feeling this much pain and the person had to be doing this, then I don't know how I was going to feel. Long story short, when it was my time to go see the dentist, I expected that he was to carry out a check on me, a test on me, to check the place and know what the problem was before he can even think of extracting the tooth, to know if it was something that needed extraction or filling. Do you get? But when I came, I told him I wanted to extract. But I felt as a dentist, a professional dentist, you're supposed to carry out a checkup on me, a test on me, or a scan, something, to be sure of what to do. But that was not the case. They asked me if I've gone to a dentist before, and I told him yes, I went for checkup, for scan and all of that. And they said I was to extract the tooth, and they told me to lay down. And he brought, the anesthesia. So I was like, sir, please, is it painful? That's how I always start, like before the tears will start rolling. He was like, why am I asking? I said, because I have phobia for injection. I have phobia for even this place I'm scared. Like, it was like, okay, let's use the children's needle, the needle they use for kids. Although I did not feel so much like pain, because I already had pain there. So when they even shoot the gum that is around that particular tooth, I don't really feel the pain of the injection. So it was like good. So he said he will let the anesthesia sit for some minutes, and then he came with his extraction tools. Oh God. I could remember when I saw those extraction tools, I was like, hey, they're coming to conduct operation on my teeth. And I saw those tools, like, I don't like seeing all those gadgets, those hospitals, anything pertaining hospital, I don't want to see. So he used something to hit the tooth. I was asking if I was feeling any pain. I said yes, I was feeling pain. He said, okay, let him give it some time to sit. Let him give the injection some time to sit again. So we allowed it sit for a while. He came again. He used something to hit that particular tooth. I was like, I'm still feeling the pain. So he was like, I'm wasting his time, or I'm wasting his time. He came the third time. He used something to hit it. It was still paining me. He now said, okay, probably that one was not enough. So he's going to shoot me another one. I was like, okay. He brought another one and he shot me. He waited for a while. He hit the tooth again. Same thing. He brought another one. He shoot me. He choked me 4. He used 4 anesthesia on me. Still, guys, I was still feeling the pain. See, as I'm talking about it, like it's giving me chills. I was feeling my tooth separating from whatever it's gummed to, whether arteries or veins or whatever. Dentist in the house, anything that tooth was gummed to, I was feeling it separating from my tooth. I had never experienced such pain before in my life. I screamed. I just thank God that in that room it was just the doctor and then a nurse. And I was putting on a gown. I screamed. That gown, like I was naked, like the clothes left down, like came up because my legs were just flying up and down. The nurse was attending, like helping the dentist to give the dentist things and all of that. I was just screaming. I was shouting. I'm sure people that have not extracted their tooth before, that are newcomers that want to extract their tooth, and they were in the waiting room and they heard me shouting. Fear will want to kill them. Because I was scared of the way I was shouting. At a point, it was as if life was leaving me. Guys, I'm not exaggerating. At a point, it was as if life was leaving me. And at that point, you see, the doctor did not care. The dentist did not care. He was just like,
if this tooth breaks inside as I'm bringing it out, if it breaks, we are going to conduct a major operation on you. This one is just minor. And you're screaming. If this tooth breaks inside, we're going to conduct a major operation on you, and that will not be today. You have to go home and come back after some days for you to conduct that operation. And
I was like, what have I gotten myself into? What have I gotten myself into? It was so scary. At that point, the dentist was really mean. He was really, really mean. And he didn't care about me. He didn't care about how I felt at that moment. And it was as if I was losing it. Like the pain was excruciating. I was losing it. And so, by the grace of God, the whole tooth came out. I felt a lot of relief when the tooth came out and all that. And till today, that has been my worst experience in the hospital. I know it is not the doctor's fault that I have low tolerance for pain. It was after I had to go and read about it, about people's tolerance for pain. Some people have low tolerance for pain. And I also read that, the way people's teeth are being formed are different. So the veins or whatever is holding the teeth might position in different locations. So yours might be different from mine. So as a dentist, you have to know the exact position of a particular person's vein or whatever is connected to the teeth, so that you administer that anesthesia to that particular place. So because if you administer it to a wrong place, the person is going to feel the pain. I felt like after summoning the courage to go and extract my tooth, I will always have the courage to go to the dentist to, check my tooth. Maybe after a year or 2 years, check my tooth, do my scaling, do more, like take care of my teeth, my teeth in general checkup. But guys, till today, I've not been able to go back. Since after 2020, I've not been able to go back. I've not summoned the courage to go to a dentist, to go for normal checkup. Why did I bring up this particular story? I've heard a lot of doctors and a lot of nurses say,
you're not a baby now. You're not a baby. Children do take this injection. Why are you shouting? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that?
I think nurses and doctors have to understand that the way people take things differs. A child might not have phobia for any of these things, but an adult can. The fact that you're an adult doesn't mean that automatically you can take all the pain in the world. So somebody might have phobia for injection and another might not. So how do you try to talk to that or relate to that kind of person so that you can easily do the work you have to do on the person? Some of you are so mean, some of you are so harsh. I feel in the abroad, outside Africa, they are better off. You know, they communicate with you even when they are doing something to you. They communicate to you. They let you know what's happening to you. They are friendly. I'm sure, because I've heard stories of people's experience with medical practitioners outside Africa, and they always say these people are more kind. They are more friendly. They are more entertaining. Guys, I think let me just concentrate on this here. I'll come back to you guys right now. When I come back, we'll round up this video. Welcome back, guys. So I'm done with my hair. I just needed that concentration to just finish with it before I lose interest in the hair. This hair comes with mood. Now back to what we were saying. So I feel medical practitioners have to be more sensitive to people that have phobia for needles, people that have phobia for hospitals. I felt what that particular dentist did wrong was, screaming at me at that particular point when he was conducting that operation. It's increased my fear. So when someone says he or she has fear for something, you should not take it lightly and just joke with it and feel, oh, that child can take it, so why can't you take it? Just feel there should be a way around such people, or people like us. I feel there should be a way around us. And is there a therapy for something like this? Let's know in the comment section. Is there something people that experience this particular phobia can do to help them come out from this phobia? Because I feel as a woman, you definitely go to the hospital for childbirth and all of that. And for me, I do think about it. I'm like, I'll still go to the hospital for my child bearing. I'll still give birth. So all those gadgets, all those things, it scares me a lot. So all those gadgets, when that time comes, I always pray to God, I will cross that bridge when we get there. So this is just me talking to you that have phobia for whether hospital or any other thing. You are not alone. There are so many people like you. Yes, we are plenty. We are scattered all over the world. Yeah, you are not alone. Just try to face your fears. I know it's not easy. I know I know it's not easy. Just like I told you, I found it difficult going back to dentist, but I will have to do that because I have to check my teeth again. But just try to face your fears. Tell yourself you can do it. If there's a therapy for your situation, if you can afford it, please take up a therapy for it, and it will just help you to be better. And for our medical practitioners, please, let's try. Don't look down on people like that or people like us when you see us. Don't make us feel worse of ourselves. It's not our fault that we are like that. Something might have led to a person having phobia for a particular thing. So I think you should just learn how to walk around such people and be nicer. Be more accommodating. Nurses and doctors, stop frowning your face. It's scary. For people like us, it's scary to approach you. But I think when you're nicer, when you are more jovial, it's easier for us to get along with you guys. I'm sure you've learned one or two from my story. Yes, if you've not learned anything, just know that you have to face your fears, okay? And for my doctors, please, let's do better. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. At least if you did, let me know in the comment section. Let me know videos or video content you love me to create. Let's know your phobias and how you've been able to handle them. And please don't forget to share this video to your friends, family, loved ones, and like, comment. Thank you so much for watching, and until we meet next time, don't forget to smile because you're beautiful when you do. Bye.